Hey guys, Coach Santiago here talking about catching not being a position, but being a lifestyle. I know we've got a lot of young catchers probably watching this and thinking about getting into catching. Or you've got some guys in middle school or high school that might be thinking about making a position change and getting into catching. And the first thing I always tell people is you've got to be mentally prepared to make this adjustment if it's not a position that you're already playing. And the reason that is I truly believe in the saying that catching is a lifestyle, it's not a position. If you guys look around Major League Baseball, look around college baseball, there are a lot of catchers that are head coaches and managers. The reason that is they already understand and are really kind of bought into this personality of leading and telling other people what they need to do to be successful and helping lead that. And those are things that are kind of built on the day-to-day grind of being a catcher. And so the first thing is you got to understand is being a leader is not up for conversation. It is just something that you have to be willing to commit to. You have to be willing to do it vocally, physically, and really emotionally at times as well. You have to be willing to challenge teammates, to get the best out of them, motivate, understand. Some guys you got to push, some guys you got to pat on the rear end and get them thinking positively. So you got to be a little bit of a psychologist as well if you want to be a catcher. So for me, that's the first step is, do you understand that leadership is not up for conversation? It's something that you have to absolutely do. The second thing to understand that catching is a lifestyle, it's not just a position, is it's really a thankless position. I often tell people this story about in 1998, I was invited to spring training early with the Cincinnati Reds and was so excited because I was leaving cold Cleveland, Ohio, coming down to Sarasota, and I thought I was going to get all this extra attention coming down 2 weeks early with catchers and pitchers. And, what ended up happening was I caught about 8 hours worth of bullpens every single day, was at the hotel room with, ice bags on my knees every single day, and pretty much hated life for those 2 weeks. So it's a thankless position. I always encourage pitchers, if you're throwing to a catcher in a bullpen situation, go out there and thank the catcher. It means so much to us as catchers, but it is a thankless position. It's not a position where you're going to get a whole lot of limelight, a whole lot of glory, and really, not a whole lot of praise, even if you're doing a great job. I can recall several games where, I felt I called a great game, and the media wanted to talk to the pitcher about throwing a one-hitter or a no-hitter, and that's okay because, again, you've got to understand the lifestyle of a catcher. And the last thing you want to kind of make sure that you're mentally committed to is the physical beating. It is a very physically demanding position, by far the most, in my opinion, on a baseball field. That bat's going to get a little bit heavy towards the dog days of summer. Those legs are going to get a little heavy. That speed running the bases is going to slow down tremendously. Your energy levels are going to be really, really tapped into. It's going to be hard to keep weight on. I mean, there's just a lot of things that go on physically with a catcher. One of the reasons that catchers, prototypically don't, hit very well over the course of 162 games at the big league level. It's not because these guys can't hit. It's because the physical demands that go on to a catcher's legs and catching 95-mile-an-hour fastballs in your hands and foul balls off the arms and shin guards and getting hit with bats and collisions at home plate. I mean, it's just a very, very physical position. And it's important that players who are considering this as a move understand that it's part of that commitment to making sure that you understand that catching is a lifestyle, it's not just a position. So as always, you guys can call me with more questions, comments, concerns, 407-797-8116, or you can email me at Coach Santiago, the number 8, @gmail.com. Thank you.